Hi everyone, Janie here. Thanks for stopping by today. I truly appreciate you all so much. Today I have a project that I really hope you like, and if you do, it would mean so much to me if you would give this a thumbs up and share it. And also, I hope you consider subscribing if you haven't already, and if you do, I hope you click on that little bell next to the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos. Thank you all so much, and now let's get started. Today I'm just going to have fun making some cards, bookmarks, tags, and refrigerator magnets. And before we get started, I'm going to show you a couple of the things that I'm going to be using to do that with. So we're going to start over here with this die set that comes with 3 different size stitched rectangles that actually fit nicely inside each other so that you can create layers. And it also comes with this as well, and you'll see how that works here in a little bit because it's hard for you to see just by looking at that die. And that die set is called the Stitched Lace Frame Dies, and believe it or not, that set is actually only $3.14. Okay, so the other one I'm using is this die set right here, and it's called the Creative Decor Frame Dies, and it comes with 2 pieces. And I'll be honest with you, I haven't used this piece yet, but it looks like it might be some sort of stand for it, but I actually haven't figured it out. So I haven't used that part of it yet, but that also is only $3.99. And actually, I'm going to have links to all of these things below in the description box so that you can find them. And then there's this paper pack. So I actually fell in love with this, and I would have overlooked it. Actually, I did overlook it the first time I was shopping because it said jungle, and I just didn't need anything with a jungle theme. But then I stopped and I took a look at it, and that's what I'm going to show you right now. This is gorgeous, okay? There is writing on here like from out of books, and it has images on them that are just absolutely beautiful. These are just a few of them, but just look at this. This is like one of the most gorgeous paper packs I have ever seen. And look at that, even something for masculine cards. So just beautiful things. You can see this is what I used to make that card right there. So you will see more of this as we go along, but I just wanted you to see this because honestly, I don't know why it's called jungle. And I would have overlooked this gorgeous, gorgeous paper, and I'm glad that I went back and gave it a second look. Okay, let's get started. For the first project, I'm going to be using the Stitch Lace Frame Dies, and I cut out the pieces that I'm going to be needing, and as you can see, 2 of them I also cut the frame dies out of the center. But don't worry, one of those will be covered up and no one will know it. I did that so I could have the frames in that bright pink, and that I will be using on the top layer. And once I glued all of these layers together, then I inlaid those bright pink frames that I had cut out from the other layer into the openings of the top layer. Now, wasn't that easy? And now you can decorate it any way you want. And once you get it decorated, it's going to be perfect to add to the top of a card, or use as a refrigerator magnet, or as a bookmark, or even just a tag. And here is an absolutely beautiful card that I made using that die set and the jungle paper. It was so easy to make, and I love the way it turned out. Okay, on to the next project. For this one, I'm using the Creative Decor Frame Dies, and I've cut it out 3 times. There are 3 different colors of cardstock because I'm using my scraps, but I could have done it with all 1 color. And the reason I cut out 3 is because I'm gluing them together to make it more sturdy. Next, I cut a piece of cardstock that would fit perfectly behind the frame area, and then I laid the frame over it and traced the window openings so I would know where to put my papers. And to cut the papers to the right size, I'm using one of those little rectangles from the die cut and tracing it onto the paper. Or if you're going to be doing this with photos, you might want to die cut a piece of vellum so that you can see through it, like I did when I cut the photos for this frame. Next, I glued the little pieces that I cut out onto that piece of cardstock, and then I glued the frame on top of that. And to glue the frame on, you can use your favorite glue or 1/8 inch double-sided tape. Next, I took a couple pieces of the cardstock that's left over from the die cut and I wrote on them, but you can always stamp on them. And then I glued them in. By the way, an easy option would be to die cut all of the pieces that you're going to be using and then just glue them into place once the frame is glued to the piece of cardstock. And if I was going to be making a lot of these, I would do that and just mix and match the pieces. But for this one, I didn't do that. But I did add a few decorations to it, and there are so many options when it comes to that. Now, if you want to make it a refrigerator magnet, there are all kinds of magnets that you can use, including magnets from other things, such as these tear strips off from Shutterfly Magnets, and that's what I'm going to use for this one because I don't like to waste anything. Now here's one that I made with a scene behind it, and it's kind of like looking out a window, and that image came from that jungle paper pack that I love so much. That would actually look pretty on the front of a card. There are so many possibilities for these, just as there was with the previous ones that I showed you: tags, refrigerator magnets, and card embellishments. Thank you all for stopping by today, and I'm pretty sure you have some ideas of your own after watching this. And I'd like to show you something that I really didn't get to show you earlier in the video, but I put liquid glass on those flowers. And I just love the way that that turned out. So just had to show you that. But anyways, don't forget there are links below to everything here. And also a 25% off discount code to In Love Arts should you decide to shop there. Happy crafting, everyone. Bye-bye. If you like this video, I hope you give it a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, I hope you consider that too. And if you do, be sure to click the little bell next to the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos or giveaways. And I hope you stop by Crafters Castle on Facebook and also Crafters Castle Challenge blog to enter your creations.